And we should be live. Let me go ahead and check. Add an ad here. Sorry about that. There we go. Now, we are definitely live. All right. There is a little bit of a delay while we wait for my guest here, but that's fine. I hope everyone is having a good day. And today we're going to be having a look at the Star Wars The High Republic The Edge of Balance manga. This is actually a manga, apparently. Although, to my knowledge, it has at least its main writer is a Western writer. Its art style is Japanese, so I'm not sure if this they're marketing this as a manga, so I'm going to call it that, but I'm not really sure this counts. I'll let you guys be the judge of that. But, that is what we are going to be reading a little bit from today. I know there's something like 140 or 170 pages or something of this, so I don't believe we are going to be reading all of this today, but we are going to be reading at least some of it. And I know there's also a secondary story at the end of this, so once we finally get to that, then, I'll go ahead and read that. And that might actually be actual manga as far as that particular side story is concerned. In fact, let me go ahead.
Hello.
Oh, hey Nathan, how are you doing today?
Hello. I am fine, thank you. How are you?
I am pretty good. Hopefully everything's going well for you.
Yeah, everything is. We're just a bit puzzled as to what you sent me. Like, the art style on this looks actually pretty good.
Yeah, the art style itself is actually from Japan. They actually got Japanese artists on this.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, I can see it now.
Unfortunately, we still have at least one Western writer for the actual writing, but we'll see how that actually goes. So it's not just comic books they're trying to get into. Disney is trying to get into manga as well.
Disney need to stay in their fucking lane. Need to leave the manga alone.
I miss George Lucas.
Same.
Remember when we thought that the worst it could get was Jar Jar's adventure?
Oh god, that seems like a fever dream in comparison now, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I still can't believe Jar Jar Binks is one of the two characters that got an actual dedicated video game out of Episode 1.
Wait, hang on. Who was the other one? Oh, wait, that was Obi-Wan, wasn't it?
Yep.
I never played that game. Did you ever play that game?
Star Wars Obi-Wan, yes, I did.
Yeah. Bastard. Was it good?
It was alright. I will say it's not as good as the newer Star Wars games, and it's kind of a weird. It's in a weird spot.
Yep. Looking at the screenshots, it looks like Obi-Wan, but just Jedi Academy.
It actually came out before Jedi Academy, so for a brief moment, it had the best lightsaber combat of any Star Wars game. For a brief moment, as in a few months before Jedi Academy came out.
It quickly got overtaken.
Yeah.
And the developers stopped huffing paint.
Unatoned Gaming says, I like Jar Jar. I will say this. I really like the Darth Binks theory. For me, that theory actually makes the prequels interesting. A lot more interesting, anyways. Winners King says, oh god, that title is giving off bad vibes already. We'll see if it is actually okay or not. I mean, I haven't really had a look at this much. I did actually notice that it looks like, you know how in manga, how you're supposed to read from right to left instead of left to right? And this includes the panels. Yes. They didn't really do that here, so that's... So it's...
No. Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't really do that here, so it's actually made like a standard comic book in that regard. So, Yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and we will have a look at this. Winter's King says, I was 7 when I saw the prequels, so I never understood all the Jar Jar hate. I think the reason why there was a lot of people that did not like Jar Jar was because, well, at the end of the, well, I think part of it is because George was trying to really push Jar Jar Binks as a character. Say, like during, I think it was during some of the making of, there's quotes of George saying, the key to everything is Jar Jar. Like, he was really trying to push the character. So to actually use a similar thing, it's kind of like the turtle suit from the Master of Disguise, where everyone hates that particular scene in particular.
I love the Turtle Man and Master of Disguise. In fact, that's my favorite scene.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. So apparently some people like it, and so some people like it and some people don't. But anyways, I think part of it is because they really tried to push that and it was underwhelming, I think.
Ace.
Yeah?
Ace, I reckon you don't like it just because you're not turtly enough for the Turtle Club.
No, apparently I am not. Though whenever I play Just Cause 2, I'm reminded of that just by the leader of the Roaches in that game. But anyways. Now, Solon Lich says, Starweeb, hello. Okay. Winter's King says, didn't know about Lucas promoting it that hard. Weird. Like I said, Jar Jar got his own video game in the form of Jar Jar's Adventure. And the Gungans even got their own game where they got to colonize the moon of Naboo. And that's actually and that was a strategy game that was all about that. So, yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and get in.
I've just read what Solon the Lich ended his comment with.
Yeah, I did too. Star Wars. Alright, so let me go ahead and read this here. Star Wars, The High Republic. The galaxy celebrates. With the dark days of the hyperspace disaster behind them, Chancellor Lina So pushes ahead with the latest of her great works. The Republic Fair will be her finest hour, a celebration of peace, unity, and hope on the frontier world of Alo. We, of course, already know what happens there. The Nihil attack it, but details. But an insatiable horror appears on the horizon. One by one, planets fall as the carnivorous Drenjir consume all life in their path. As Jedi Master Avar Kriss leads the battle against this terror, the Nihil forces gather in secret for the next stage of Markion Ro's diabolical plan. Only the noble Jedi Knights stand in Ro's way, but even the protectors of light and life are not prepared for the terrible darkness that lies ahead. Siege says hello. Hello, Siege. So yeah, as you can probably tell, this particular manga came out quite a ways back in the story. And we get our first look at the artwork. The artwork is, I will say this, the artwork is actually, I think it is looking pretty decent so far.
It is.
Alright, so Edge of Balance Part 1. Story by Shimasinya and Justina Ireland. Art by Mizuki
Sakakibara.
Sakakibara. Alright, thank you. Bonus chapters. The Bantians, story by... Okay, so this one is going to be a proper manga as far as I can tell, I think. We will see. Winter's King says to Solon, you have to understand that's their culture. Some woke us while hiding... Yeah. Anyways. Takla. Is this Star Wars or Star Trek with a name like Takla?
I think it might be bridging the line. Yeah, I feel a lawsuit coming on.
Yeah. Good morning. May I have these? Have a nice day. Ha ha. Rumble, rumble, rumble. All right, so I'll voice this kid here as ink. I guess that's a boy, so I'll voice it. I'll go ahead and voice him.
Yeah.
What's that? Let's get. There we go. You want to voice some of the other characters?
Yeah, I'll just do the random pedestrians. What? Run! They're falling.
Look out! Crash. 1, 2, 3. Ah! Oof. Well, I don't know what those sound effects are, so I'll just skip that. Whoom. Bam. Whoosh. Swoosh. I'll say this, it already has better writing than High Republic for the most part.
Just pure sounds alone, just fuck the dialogue.
Yeah, so far.
Sound effects.
Kathum.
The Jedi are here.
Help is coming. Everyone, there's been an accident in hyperspace. You must find shelter from the debris.
Thank you, Master.
Gios, Stellan Gios. But please, call me Stellan. Don't worry, we'll take it from here. Now hurry!
Did he just pull a James Bond?
Yes, he did. The name's Gios. Stellan Gios. Alright, anyways. Now hurry, and stay inside.
The name's Gios. Stellan Gios. I like my soldiers childlike, not adult.
Okay, so I'm not sure.
You know, Jedi.
Yeah. Lily. I'm not sure who that's supposed to be saying that, so I'm going to assume it's Stellan. Help me. Okay, do you want to voice the Wookiee or shall I? And do you want to voice the girl or shall I?
I'll voice the girl.
Okay.
Sorry, Master Arkov. I think I dozed off. Top quality Chewbacca sound effects, though. Yes, Master. The trip was longer than I expected.
Sometime later, in the Outer Rim.
Yes, that's me, because the only one speaking English. I remember when you first brought me to Branky. I couldn't imagine traveling that distance just to get the new temple set up. I've since been on several supply runs to Hon Talos, but this one feels different.
Sorry, I screwed that up, but...
True. Helping refugees resettle is something we haven't done on Branky before. Is this enough? What more can we do? I know what Master Arkov means. Reaching out to people in need and helping them settle in a safe place is also a Jedi's duty. But I still...
Oh, sorry. There we go.
No, you are correct. So, we must find a balance between caring for those who are suffering and letting ourselves feel their agony. You need an award for these performances.
I don't know how good I am actually sounding. I can't imagine I'm sounding very good with that.
Best voice actor 2023.
Okay.
That is a good point, Master. Faced with a crisis like the Great Disaster and the emergencies, do you ever wonder you are doing enough? No, I don't doubt myself. It's just... I don't know if I would have the same resolve when faced with so much death and destruction. I should change my perspective? Yes. For my Padawan, I will. I will go farther than you, Master. And in turn, I expect my Padawan to go farther than me.
Well, I'll give credit where credit is due so far. I can at least understand half the characters in this conversation as opposed to the Christmas special.
What do you mean? That Wookiee's spitting straight facts? I can understand him completely.
Fair enough. Based in Wookiee pilled. Siege says, hyperspace, I'll put a pin in that. Solon says, yeah, the projection is strong with those. I hope they don't get caught in the next March Sadness sting operation. Solon says, Ace is fluent in Wookiee. Thank you. Winter's King says, Ace, those are some quality Wookiee sound effects. Thank you very much.
Understood. We'll continue this chat later. I'll prep for arrival. Agreed. I'll go check on the settlers as well. I did sense their uneasiness on the journey. You think a new life on Banki will help? Will they be able to take that step to recover? You're right. Giving them an opportunity is all we can do. They are each responsible for whether they embrace those challenges. And I will embrace mine. Attention, everyone. We will be landing shortly. Please remain seated. We might experience some turbulence. The weather on Branky can be unstable.
Thank you, Lily. We don't know what we would do without the Jedi.
The Jedi are always ready to help, but you also made this possible. It takes courage to start a life in a new land. That container must hold something important to you.
Yes. A friend on Han Talos gave me some seeds to harvest to get our farm started. I hope they like Banshee's climate.
I'm sure they will. The farmers on Banshee are very kind. They will help to make sure your seeds sprout.
Winter's King says, ooh, personal responsibility? Never thought I'd see the day. Yeah, so far, I will say this, the writing does not actually seem so bad so far. What do you think, Nathan?
I mean, I think it's a bit too early to call, given how half the dialogue that we've seen is basically from a Wookiee. But I think from the back and forth, she's given like she's not immediately going into cringe territory. She's not like, yeah, Jedi way, let's go, woohoo! The light will always overcome the darkness. You know that shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually believable, like two people just speaking to each other, but these two people have a duty.
Yeah.
But they don't know what they're about to do yet. So I'm liking the dialogue so far. It's good.
Yeah, same here. Apparently, we're already 17 pages in. We are zooming through this. Banshee, the Jedi Temple. Winter's King says it's still mediocre, but by their standards, mediocre is amazing. Yeah, that is true.
I mean, one thing I've also got to praise is the fact that I think I think we're on page 19 now. I'm about to read my lines, but the designs of the stuff is, you can tell this is a manga. You can tell Japanese people had worked on this.
Mm-hmm.
Like that Jedi / sort of Japanese sort of civilian crossover. I'm loving it, especially with the arm plates that she's got on.
Agreed.
Shit's good.
Yeah.
Anyway. Oh, actually, that's not me. Who is that? Oh, that's great. I'll voice her. Master Arkov. Lily. Welcome back. How was Han Talos?
Have you heard if they are taking a delegation to Valo for the Republic Fair?
I wish we weren't so far away. Oh god, we're getting into kawaii territory now.
Yeah, we are.
Imagine the food and fun. I wonder which of the Jedi Masters.
Vivnia Nima. We're not here to gossip. We're supposed to help the new settlers. Yes, Kirin, but...
The whole galaxy is going to celebrate the fair.
Who?
Master Arkov is right. There is an order to our responsibilities as Jedi, and helping those on Banshee comes first. Yes, Master. Sorry, we were distracted.
It was your idea to ask. Come on, Nina. Are these the settlers from Takla?
Yo, like, did you ever see that meme of Jet Jaguar shooting beams out of his eyes, and it just says Japanizing beam? That looks like Anakin's been hit with it.
Yeah.
Weebkin.
I think he's turning Japanese. I really think so.
Oh no, the Japanese got to him.
Honestly, it's better than California getting to him.
Ah, that is true.
If California got to him, he'd gain 500 pounds and then give himself a really ridiculous-looking hairstyle.
Yes. He'd dye it all sorts of colours.
Alright, so let me go ahead and read some of the comments here. Tunushi says, surprising for new Star Wars, the main character is a looker. Well, I think we can thank the Japanese for that. Thank you, Japan. Solon Lich says to me, in case you didn't get wind of the news, Sheriff's Office got like 5 Disney employees for the second year in a row. Solon, are you suggesting that they were engaging in, shall we say, typical far leftist behavior? Winner's King says, it's the art style, all characters look better in not Kyle art. Yes. Solon says, Anakin Skywalker.
Anakin Skywalker.
Anakin Skywalker. Okay, fair enough. Alright, so I think we're going back to you then.
22 should be on, isn't it?
Yep.
Yes, they're in good spirits and eager to get settled.
I'm ready to help, Master.
Everyone, this is my Padawan, Kieran Fion. He'll show you around our settlement and tell you more about Banshee. Welcome. Oh wait, sorry. No.
Sorry. Welcome. You'll find that Banshee is rich with plant life and great for farming. Our temple is the second in the system and still growing. We're still setting up our planet-wide communications infrastructure as we expand. But in the meantime, enjoy Banshee and all that it has to offer.
Dr. Salah, I brought the medicine you had requested from Han Talos.
Thank you, Lily. This will be a great help.
No problem. We're glad to have you here.
This was an exciting opportunity. Settling on a new planet is a challenge. I only wish I could do more.
Doctor, is Banshee the kind of planet you imagined? Or would you have preferred a bigger planet with more people to help?
Well, if I were Jedi like you, I might have confidence to take on more. But helping establish a new settlement is perfect for me. I like that I can grow with everyone. Honestly, my job is no different wherever I am. I don't measure the quality of my work, by how many people I help.
I see. It's not really where you are, more what you are able to do.
Lily, what about you? Do you like Banshee?
Oh, I've been so focused on the settlers, I've actually never thought about it.
Really? That's just like you, Lily.
Honest? But Banshee has become an important place for so many. My instinct is to protect it. So future generations can call it home.
Oh, are we going to be cutting to our own version of the Christmas special?
Oh no. No, it was doing so well.
I don't know. We will see. Okay, there actually seems to be more to this here, I think, maybe.
Was that Master Ark with a watering can?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Wookiee with a watering can. What will he do?
Russell? Okay. Russell. Help me, Lily! Master, is there a problem?
Oh, it's nothing.
Master Lily!
I'm so sorry. Just learn to hold on to it better. I will.
Sorry, I must have countered too hard.
What were you practicing with your lightsabers? With more people on Banshee, we want to get stronger.
And help out more.
Master Arkov, you want us?
To do a demonstration?
Dash. Vroom, vroom. Ace, it's you.
Oh, I can do that again.
What do I see? They aren't just attacking each other, but also tracking their opponent's moves? I'm right?
You?
What else?
Vivnia, what's wrong?
Master Arkov, I was taught that lightsabers must not be used lightly. It's a weapon. It's powerful. On the other hand, the Jedi are trained to protect life. So, why would we train to use a weapon that can easily take... Oh, she's going to become a Sith. She's thinking too much. The Jedi don't like that.
Could it be because we can use it also to defend life?
I mean, tell that to buckets of blood. Nima, he says you're right. That's not all. What do I think? I think both are correct. Just like the duality of fire, water, and wood, which each can help and hurt. This is the balance that all Jedi need to learn. Hang on, I thought duality was between 2, not 3 elements.
Yeah.
Why is she listing 3?
I don't know. That's a good question.
You know what? I'm gonna leave the Japanese people. They've done their bit. This is the writer's fault.
Yeah.
Fucking Justina Island.
Yep.
Bet she's not even from there.
I'm pretty sure she's not. I'm pretty sure she's a
Cultural
Western
appropriation.
writer.
Read some comments or
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and read some comments. Winners King says the Space Irish have arrived. Kieran Fionn, definitely Corellian. Winners King says, do Wookiees puff in the rain like dogs or cats? I'm going to say probably. Solon says, oh, then it's a Onesian Skywalker. Anakin not even got hit by the Japanese beam. He got the gender bender beam too. Space Vetnik says, did they really ape the art style of Naruto on this? The faces look uncanny. Well, this is an anime, so... Or this is not an anime, this is a manga, I mean.
Oh, they called it now Cardinal Sin.
I know, Cardinal Sin, you're right. Yeah. I'm more used to watching anime than I am reading manga, I will admit that, so... Winner's King says, out of curiosity, is it canonically consistent for a Wookiee, a race known for Berserker rage, to become a Jedi Master? I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Because we've already seen a Wookiee in the High Republic, the promo pictures, which actually, now that I think about it, might be Master Arkov. But I think there's also been several Wookiee Jedi Masters. Let me just look that up.
I'm pretty sure, if you wanted to get into it, there's also the Galactic Battlegrounds game, which the Wookiees did have access to Jedi that they could train. Basically, for those who don't know, Galactic Battlegrounds was basically Star Wars but Age of Empires. Or Age of Empires but Star Wars. So the Jedi basically took on the role of the monks, and you also had Sith as well for evil factions like the Trade Federation, the CIS, and the Empire, obviously.
Oh no.
What?
Oh no. Okay, so I've just looked at Wookiee Jedi and it's given me several examples, but there's one Wookiee Jedi that's called Gungi. Gungi was a male Wookiee Jedi youngling who was training to become a Jedi during the Clone Wars.
Oh, I
wonder
think
how that ended.
Master Skywalker, there's too many of them. What are we going to do? This is where the fun begins.
Master Skywalker's got himself a new fur hat.
Master Skywalker just joined PETA, apparently.
Yes, Palpatine, I would like a new rug.
Do it. All right.
Page 37, isn't it?
Yeah, page 37.
Okay. Kieran, let's go again.
Yes, Master.
Vroom, zoom. Vroom, shoo. Reading your opponent's moves, anticipating their actions, that is a form of expression. Dueling is more than just wielding a weapon. You must trust your intention to win. I see. I lost control of my lightsaber because I was unsure why we used them.
Grrr.
Yay, I'm right again.
They're taking their training seriously. They'll be Padawans in no time.
Not until they can focus and stop bothering the Archivist and Didi Winay. I know it's not bothering Ruru if they're studying, but her duties are to the temple and researching the planet. But is Banshee a place for younglings? I need to change my perspective? Great.
Sometime later. Click. Ah! Hey, you want to voice this Jedi here?
Yeah, is that a woman or a dude? Looks like a woman.
I'm pretty sure that's Ruru, so I think that's a woman.
Okay, I'll vote for her. Are you alright?
I am, thanks to you, Ruru.
Let me help you. Although Ruru came to the temple as an archivist, she's become just as valuable to the civilians as to us. It finally feels like we've reached a balance with everyone.
Is it almost harvest season, Master? They actually made a Mountain Blade reference. That's a Mountain Blade reference. It's almost harvesting season.
Oh. How the hell did I pick that up? Good shout. Good shout. He says this not knowing my army of 100 Swadian horsemen on the corner of the village. Yes, it is harvesting season, isn't it, peasant?
And we are harvesting your butter.
They are planting some new crops, so let's keep our fingers crossed that it goes well. I hope no storms will come.
Excuse me.
Mr. Zaret?
We have a problem. Mr. Kuba hasn't shown up on his farm for a while, and we're getting worried.
Mr. Kuba? May we come in? Mr. Kuba? He's completely unresponsive. Kieran, go get the doctor and Master Arkov just in case.
Yes, Master. Seems nothing to be out of the ordinary physically. You want to voice him?
I'm fine now. I feel better than before.
I'll come back to check on him. If he gets worse, I'll transfer him to Hontalos and do a thorough examination.
I understand.
It can be exhausting, resettling in an unfamiliar place. After experiencing a traumatic event like the emergencies...
Right.
Yes, some of his symptoms are unusual, but he's in good hands with me. Lily, can you keep an eye on him too? Or Lily can keep an eye on him too.
Master Arkov, the residents have gathered and are seeking our help. I've noticed areas of my farm have been uprooted during the night.
We thought it could be animals. We have the Jedi. Have the Jedi found anything in the forest? I'm worried because it's almost harvest time. On top of that, it's creepy.
Recently, I've heard some weird noises in the temple as well. An investigation? You suspected something unnatural?
I think that's you there.
Wait, hang on. Does the Wookiee go first on me?
I think it's you first.
Wait, hang on. Mine ends in a question, so she's probably responding to what the Wookiee's saying.
Okay, I guess I can voice the Wookiee here real quick.
Yeah. Bring the younglings too? They can help broaden my perspective?
Wait, you missed a line. It's the Kieran and I will handle it line.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that was my fault.
Okay.
Kieran and I will handle it, but it may take several days. There are still many unexplored areas in the forest.
Okay. Okay.
Bring the younglings too. They can help broaden my perspective.
I'd rather be on Velo enjoying the Republic Fair instead of investigating the forest again. Last time things didn't go so well for me. I'd rather I'd rather be at the fair too. I remember.
Enough. All of you were briefed by Master Arkov.
1, 2, 3. Yes. Boop. All right, let me read.
DD. Oh, okay.
All right, so Solon says Master Veterinarian, and man, I am typoing like crazy. Winter's King says, does that character do anything other than doubt than change her perspective? We will see. Winter's King says, ooh, a murder mystery. This might save the story. So far, there's not a whole lot happening, but there is enough that I'm kind of interested to see where this goes, so we will see.
Hopefully it's something other than the absolute abysmal Drenjir, and I don't mean abysmal as in like they should be feared or they're terrible. I mean they're such a shit villain.
Correct. All right, let's get back to it.
Right. Edie, we'll need an updated map for this area of forest.
Boop.
Bivnia and Nima, stay alert. But we should return before it gets too dark. Let's go.
So wait, Nemo's a girl then. Okay, my mistake. Alright, I'll voice her as such. Anyways. Is this the first time you've been to this part of the Forest, Master?
Yes. Ruru don't want us to disturb the environment. Ruru didn't want us to disturb the environment too much, so only Didi has surveyed this section so far. Bivnia, before you touch something, ask Didi if it's toxic. Yes?
Do younglings make you uncomfortable, Master?
Oh, what a question. No, if they did, I wouldn't have you as my Padawan.
Indeed.
Like, do younglings make you uncomfortable? Just like fucking the Clone Republic flashback just starts cycling in ahead.
I saw Anakin on the holograms, killing younglings.
Just fucking Fortune at some plane in the background.
Yep.
But I know what you're implying. Nima and Vivnia aren't Padawans yet, and don't have their own master. So they want to learn a thing or two from you.
I think
I
that's...
do value their...
Oh, yeah, that is... Yeah, never mind. My bad.
I do value their enthusiasm. It's just that younglings lack focus and behave unexpectedly. They're full of contradictory questions. Sometimes they're too much for me alone.
You weren't like them when you were a youngling?
I love that, like, they're full of contradictory questions. Oh, boo-hoo, do the younglings now start questioning why the Jedi contradict themselves so much?
Yeah.
Like, even the kids realize, a lot of what they say does not make any sense. But okay. Thanks for the shiny sword. I'll go along with it. What do you think?
I think you would have been exactly as you are now.
Master Arkov warns that I'm not flexible. That I need to be open to a broader perspective, but I feel like if I let my principles go too easily, then what would I stand for? If things get tougher, I worry that I would have nothing to hold on to.
Are you hesitant to change yourself?
No. Change comes naturally. But sometimes I wonder, if something unpredictable happens, will I be able to handle it?
Even as a knight, you still question yourself that much?
Kirin, if you're so confident that you can no longer reflect on yourself, it will lead to arrogance. And that arrogance will lead to mistakes.
Yes, master.
Master Lily, Kirin, Didi's map didn't show this here. This clearing is abrupt. Bup. Didi's detecting something. Not native to Banshee. It looks like it's still on some sort of plant-like residue. Bup. It looks large. Ruru's records didn't include any Banshee creatures this large.
Master! These tracks look like they're heading out of the forest, towards the settlement.
Vivnia, Nima. Take Didi and head back to the temple. Tell Master Arkov that Kirin and I are following a lead.
Yes, master. Oh, no, wait, that's...
Oh, wait, no, that is you.
Yeah, but that's a different character. Yes, master.
Didi, let's go. Bup. Kirin, hurry. The people may be in danger.
Right behind you, master. The damage on those trees looked fresh. I hope it doesn't go too far. Someone's up ahead. It looks like Mr. Kumba.
Mr. Kuba.
Have you seen anything? Mr. Kumba! No, is that wood?
It is Mr. Kuba's clothes, but it can't be.
Master! The ground!
What in the stars?
Ah!
What is that? Kirin.
Yes, master! What could wreck Oh, sorry.
What could wreck such destruction so quickly? Everyone, head to the temple. You want me to do the voice of it?
Oh yeah, go ahead. You go do it.
Okay.
Perfect. Ah!
Thank you. Ah!
Ah!
Hurry, leave your farms. We can protect you in our chambers. Master Arkov. Something big is destroying parts of the forest.
And heading toward the farms.
Master Lily and Kirin are following the trail.
Actually, Master Arkov,
We want to help too. Got it. We'll head to we'll help the injured to the infirmary.
Yes, master.
Doctor, there are many injured. We're here to help.
I'm counting on you. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Crack. Thump. Grrr. Whip. St. Whip, whip. Swish.
There you go, me.
I think we'll let you. You do that.
Master Arkov.
Roll.
Yes, we're okay. This is worse than I thought. We followed it from the forest, but I don't think it's from Branchy. I can't tell if they are running on instinct. I sense a darker nature.
Crackle.
They're regenerating rapidly. Yes, it seems this is a fight we cannot avoid.
Vroom. So let's go ahead and read some of the comments here. Seed says, something is bugging me about this, can't quite place it. Winter's King says, seeds the one guy brought were evil for evil plant, calling it now possibly.
Oh,
that might actually, and that would actually be a case of setup and payoff. If
finally.
Yeah, so this is actually potent. So Danushi says solid wincing fiending for meat. Okay. So, what are your thoughts so far on this, Nathan?
I didn't expect this much build-up, but I like that there's this much build-up. I think I'm a bit alien to it because I've not experienced it in a High Republic comic this far. But there's a nice amount of pacing between the action as well as the dialogue.
Yep. I agree. This is actually a lot better so far.
And hopefully, if Winter King is right, then, like I said before, this will be probably one of the first and best times we will actually see a build-up and payoff.
Imagine if this actually ends up being better and I have to do a video explaining that even Disney's manga is better than Disney comics.
Yep. And yeah,
Dragonoff.
Like I said, Winter's King is right. It would be a really obvious one, but it would be a good one nonetheless.
Yeah, agreed. All right, so let's go ahead and continue. I think that's your character on the left there saying, I was trying to listen to the fair.
I was trying to listen to the fair, but communications are down.
What's happening out there? Do you think we're safe?
Would you like some... Oh, wait, no, it's you.
Would you like something to drink?
I hope Master Lily and the others are all right.
Yeah.
Did you...
Vivnia?
Huh?
Ah!
Yo, that is one of the coolest looking Star Wars things I've ever seen.
Agreed.
What the fuck is it with the Japanese and being able to make such cool shit?
For one thing, the Japanese are not woke.
Yes, the Japanese are forever based. It is within their code of honor.
Yes, very honorable indeed.
1,000 layers upon layers of based, folded 1,000 times.
All right, you're up.
You cannot stop the Drenjir.
It recovers too quickly. It's unstoppable.
Ah!
That scream is coming from the temple.
Oh no! None of the Jedi are protecting the temple! Oh.
Kieran and I will head back. I hope we will make it in time.
Vivnia. Oh, sorry.
Wait, is that me or you?
I think I'll voice it.
Okay, go on.
Vivnia and Nima are on their own until then. Boom. Tap. Leave. This is not something you're prepared for.
Doctor,
We have... Oh, sorry.
we have to protect everyone.
That is your duty after you grow up. Watch out!
Master Lily, help me.
Master Lily! Is everyone okay?
Kieran,
Where's Master Arkov?
he's still fighting the other one with Ruru.
They regenerate so quickly, our lightsabers have little effect.
What should we do? We need to hide the civilians even deeper.
Hold on, I got some comments here. So let's go ahead and read them. Tanushi says, anybody else reminded of that one particular tree from Evil Dead?
I don't get the reference, but I'm pretty sure it's a good one.
Alex Robb says, is this anime? Oh dear. I don't think so because Disney is involved. I mean, imagine if it was and Disney was involved. That would be quite the surprise, wouldn't it?
Yeah, the like complete left field turn. Like Disney must be getting desperate.
Winter's King says, still bothers me that they use the word Drenjir for the villains. It's literally Old Norse for honorable warrior hero. Oh, that's a red pill. Cultural appropriation. Salon says, okay, I'm going to bed. I'm tired out of my mind. Have a nice day, everyone. Okay, have a good one, Salon. And you commented there as well. Good night. All right, so yeah, let's go ahead and continue.
Bibnia and Nima bring those who are able toward the back of the temple where it's safer. Kieran and I will try to lure it out of the temple.
Master!
Doctor, we'll leave the rest in your care.
Okay, be careful.
Go, now.
How do you plan to get its attention? Master?
Its instinct is to attack those who are weaker. I need to look like easy prey.
But we don't know for sure. If they still go after... It's coming!
Stand ready outside the room.
Yes, Master.
Fresh meat.
Shoop. Slide dash.
It fell for it. Run.
Come back, meat.
Master!
We need to lead it away from the temple.
Crash! Where are we heading?
I'm thinking.
Crash!
They're recovering too fast. How can we stop them?
Grrr.
It feels like it's waiting for us to tire first. We can't continue this standoff.
Huh?
I understand it's still a living being, but it must be destroyed. Vroom, vroom. Master Arkov. Lily. Kieran.
Huh? Oh, sorry.
The temple is the temple is fine for now. We secured the civilians and younglings. You defeated it, but How? Oh. No! The pieces are becoming separate creatures.
Meat.
They can multiply too?
Even though nothing has worked to stop them, we are not losing hope. Our research never revealed something so violent living on Banshee. How could such darkness stay hidden among us?
Do 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 do. I swear, if we find out that the guy carrying the seeds was the imposter all along.
All along. Quick, vote him out. That's how we defeat these beasts.
Emergency meeting!
Do you reckon when they call an emergency meeting, they teleport to that Jedi temple in Coruscant, but they're all sat around?
Yeah. Winter's King says, wait, they're arguing about whether it's right to kill a living thing after cutting it up repeatedly with a lightsaber? Yes. Yes, it is about as silly as you might imagine. Siege is laughing. So yeah, I do think that is a little bit of an odd thing for this. The fact that you have a Jedi Master who's been fighting this thing for God knows how long, and then decides, you know what, but it's a living thing. I don't care if we've cut it up repeatedly with our lightsabers. It's a living thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of silly.
Vote the farmer out, he's sus.
Master, another is coming.
I must focus. No matter how many times we slash them, these creatures still attack. If we cannot reason with them, we cannot find peace. We need to protect the people, even if it means... Master Arkov? Could you and Ruru drive these creatures to the space in front of the lake?
Aru?
I have a plan, but I need some time to prepare. Kieran!
Yes, Master. Shang.
I trust Lily knows what she's doing.
Winter's King says the Jedi were never pacifists. They revere all life. The predators are just important to them as the prey. Yes.
Thump, thump, thump. They're here. Are you ready?
Everything is in place. Growl. Growl. Swish, swish.
Kieran, now!
Yes. Whoosh. Whoosh, whoosh. Vroom. We're so close, but they're still moving.
We need to do more.
Grow. Grow. 1, 2, 3. We are one with
the Force.
Whoosh.
The creatures have been stopped, yet all is not well. I still feel a disturbance in the Force. On Valo. But I must keep my attention here. This is where I am needed.
Winter's King says the Empire never would have allowed such a tragedy. Join the Sith today. Palpatine did nothing wrong. Winter's King says Jedi... Yeah, okay, I already read that, so let's go ahead.
Based and Sith pilled.
Yes. The following week. I'm now reminded of that Woodman glitch from the game Verdun, where you would... It was a graphical glitch where it caused the soldier characters to have a wooden texture model.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
That was a thing?
Yeah, that was a bug where it caused the soldiers to look like wood. It's up there with the likes of a bunch of other bugs from the time, like the Rifle of Fabulousness that was untextured and thus pink, or the giraffe neck effect.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Master Stellan. I didn't expect you back so soon.
After last week's events, I'm checking on all of the temples in this sector. Master Arkov told us of your quick thinking with the Drenjir.
Thank you, Master.
Winter's King says, wait, was that Force Fire? Force Fire is a mega dark side of it. Well, not actually. They doused it with a flammable material, and then they set it on fire, and then controlled it using the Force, but they didn't actually use Force Fire.
I didn't even know Force Fire was a thing. I thought they could only use lightning. Well, the path to the dark side do lead to some abilities that some may find unnatural.
Mm-hmm. Lucy says, I remember the giraffe neck effect from BF3. It's, okay, so what would happen in Verdun specifically is if you headshot an enemy, their enemy would the neck of it would rubber band out so it would stretch him out like a giraffe before returning to shape. Almost cartoony, to be honest. Winter's King says, very interesting Alpharius. Better plot so far than any other Disney Star Wars. Still mediocre, but not completely horrible. Palpatine, okay. Alpharius says, howdy guys, I made it. How is the manga so far? So far, so good, I guess. Anyways, let's go ahead and continue.
Creatures were strong in the dark side of the Force. Have the Jedi fought them before?
They're unlike anything the Jedi have seen before. The Nihil used them...
Wait a minute, hang on. She said, have the Jedi fought them before? He said, yes, they're unlike anything the Jedi have seen before. Well, technically his answer should be no, then.
Yeah, that's...
Because otherwise the Jedi have then seen them.
Yeah, that is weird. And you are right.
Writers. For fuck's sake.
The Nihil used them during their attack on Velo.
I heard about the Republic Fair. I'm so sorry.
Thank you, Lily. The Republic will rebuild. Until then, we have the Nihil on the run. But when Master Arkov reached out, I came as quickly as I could. Banshee is still not fully equipped. I feared the worst.
If only I had been more alert. Oh.
You are an exceptional Jedi Knight, Lily. The temple still stands because of your bravery. We believe the Drenjir were being controlled by a being called the Great Progenitor. Once it was defeated, the rest of the Drenjir also fell.
But we defeated the Drenjir on Banshee.
Perhaps. Why?
Why attack such innocent people?
We don't know, but after the Nihil attack on Velo, we've taken the attack to them. We need everyone on their toes.
I'm quite interested to see what this progenitor actually is. That's a nice little nod to throw in, possibly for the next edition.
Mm-hmm. We will not let the Nihil disrupt the peace in the galaxy. It seems like the Banshee is well protected with you here, which leads me to the other reason for my arrival. The Jedi Council has summoned Master Arkhov to assist me.
What? But Banshee is still recovering from the Drenjir. If Master Arkhov is no longer here, how can we survive another attack?
Well,
Yes, Master Stalin did say that the Drenjir were defeated, but if the Nihil attack, we will not have you to defend the temple.
okay.
What do you mean by changing my perspective?
Well,
I'm not on my own. I have Kieran, the younglings, Ruru, and even the doctor here with me. The temple represents all of us working together to protect peace in the galaxy.
go.
We must go further, Master Arkhov. I understand, Master. I promise to surpass you and protect Banshee in your absence.
Hug.
Yes, I'll remember to water your garden as well. I'll handle the farmer's concerns right away.
We know Banshee is in good hands with you, Lily.
Thank you, Master Stellan.
You're strict with her. Huh? That's true, she might be the type to thrive under such criticism. But she's still learning. In these times, we all are. We're set to leave tomorrow, but first, please ask the doctor to conduct an autopsy on the Drenjir's victims. The Drenjir view all life as food. I want to know why Banshee's victims were turned to wood. After the devastation of Valo, I don't want to leave anything to chance. Times are uncertain, maybe even more in these remote temples. We'll make sure every Jedi is on alert, no matter where they are in the galaxy. Go. How was I being optimistic? I didn't expect you to be so strict with me, too.
I recall that Winter was right. There's the thing from one of the first panels.
Yep. Alright, so let me go ahead and read some of the comments here. Winter's King says, in the Plagueis book, Palpatine uses the dark side to control a fire and burn an entire embassy alive. That sounds like a very Palpatine thing to do, to be honest. The name Lily really does sound like a self-insert character, though. Maybe, but this isn't... I wouldn't... So far, at least Lily seems to have a character, unlike someone like, say, Rey.
Yeah.
She actually has faults and has, so far, seems to have character development, so...
Yeah, like, God forbid a self-insert as fault.
Siege says, attack, 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 but we're pacifists, guys. Change your perspective. Alright, so let's continue.
The Drenjir have been defeated, but the Nihil have not. They could be anywhere. They attacked the Republic fair on Valo, and the Jedi have connected them to the great disaster that destroyed Takla. The Jedi are seeking them out for their crimes, and we are on alert for anything unusual.
First Tekla and now Banshee. Why us? We're just farmers. What if we're attacked again?
Please, don't worry. We may be in the Outer Rim, but the Jedi and our temple are prepared to protect you.
Well, if you say Banshee is safe, we have our trust in the Jedi.
Oh, you're gonna regret that. Don't trust the Jedi.
For light and life.
Yes. Casually genocide a planet just to teach a Padawan a lesson.
Well, to test them if they're worthy of being a knight.
Yeah.
It's not going to be easy.
Master Stellan. I thought you and Master Arkov already left.
I wanted to speak with you before we departed.
With me?
Lily, people can fear what they don't know. You must be a bridge between the Jedi and the people.
I understand.
Also, please remember, it's the difficulties that help us grow. Old Jedi keep learning from their experiences, including me.
There are still things for you to learn.
Of course. May the Force be with you, Lily. Alright, so let's read some more of the comments here. Alfarius says, the interventionist grind set. Windows King says, you're right, though. The writing has been better here than the others. It's just a simple story, but they can't hardly mess up more than the other Disney Star Wars comics. Yeah. Alfarius says, we trust the Jedi. Famous last words.
Yeah.
Indeed. I can't believe we're already 110 pages into this.
Jesus Christ, we are.
We are about 3/4 of the way through, more or less, I think. Maybe even close to the end of this with the additional bonus story at the end there as well. But anyways, yeah.
Probably 'cause I'm actually enjoying the story a little bit. I mean, cool villain. You know, the dialogue's pretty much okay. Loving the art style.
They actually made the Drenjir interesting in this.
Yes, the tree demons. And not like Lord of the Ring Ents. We're like spiky tree demons.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because at least Star Wars didn't do, oh look, there's some space pirates for, the 10,000th fucking time again.
So let me ask you this: which has better writing, the Marvel Star Wars High Republic comic with the Drenjir arc in it, or The Happening?
Remind me, what was The Happening again? It was probably that shit I forgot.
The Happening is that movie by M. Night Shyamalan about the killer plants.
I've never seen that.
It is an absolute meme of a movie that you should watch.
I'm looking it up.
It's a classic case of so bad it's good, but it is. The dialogue, the acting...
You mean like The Room?
Yes, only with a budget.
66% like to this film.
Okay, I'm going to have to look this up.
It's got Mark Wahlberg in it, and M. Night Shyamalan actually plays a role. Holy shit.
Yep. Mark Wahlberg, his acting in this is just absolute gold. Some of the lines, trust me, The Happening is an absolute meme of a movie. And like I said, it's about killer plants, and what the plants do is they emit some sort of toxin that turns everyone suicidal. But it makes them go suicidal in the most extreme and over-the-top ways possible.
Oh, wait, hang on. Isn't there a scene in this film where some dude activates like a massive lawnmower?
Yes.
And then he just lies in front of it.
Yep.
I've seen this film. Holy shit, you just unlocked a core memory. I forgot about it.
Tanushi knows exactly what the film is, as he says, and I quote, "What? No."
I remember watching that scene with the lawnmower for the first time, and the first thought that went through was like, he's fucking not gonna, is he? Oh, well, he did.
You remember the bit where they show Mark Wahlberg on the phone an image from a zoo, or a video from a zoo that was apparently taken, where the guy actually deliberately jumps into the lion pen and has the lions bite his arms off.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, that happens, and okay, so the plot of the movie is they originally think it's a terrorist attack. So while the old woman is showing Mark Wahlberg this video, she's watching it, she goes, "My God, what kind of terrorists are these?"
Yes, must be the terrorist. Clearly.
So many good so many hilarious lines from that movie. I think one of my favorites has got to be the character that woman that's supposed to be Mark Wahlberg's wife going, "We can't just stand here as the uninformed observers."
Oh, yes, no.
Siege says, "I'll give him points for the amount of pages, and there's now a flow happening here. In spite of any weird themes that may be nudging my brain, it's certainly readable." Alfred says, "Nathan is now more complete of man. Congratulations, everyone."
Cheeky bastard.
Speaking of which, I think I know what the April's theme is going to be for the Discord community event.
Yeah.
It is going to be movies that are so bad they're good. And I have 2 picks that I'm going to let you guys vote. They're going to be very, very famous picks for anyone that has seen or knows about the so bad it's good movies category.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Not that one. These are 2 horror movies, but here's the plots for you in a nutshell. One is about grave robbers from outer space that came out in the 50s. And the other choice is a film from the 90s about a town filled with evil goblins. And I think anyone who is a fan of So Bad They're Good films will immediately recognize which 2 movies I am talking about.
Okay.
Tanushi says Ghost of Mars. Not quite. Think a far more famous example. An example so famous that that Stanley Kubrick made a movie about the director making the film. Alfaria says Troll Motherfucking 2. Maybe.
They're eating her. Then they're gonna eat me. Oh my god. It's so fucking deadpan. Oh my god.
Oh, there's so much. That's not even I'm not even sure that's the funniest line, although it's definitely up there. Did you ever see the popcorn romance scene?
No, I've not.
So one of the goblins dresses up as we'll say a swimsuit model, and seduces one of the characters with corn on the cob, and they make popcorn as they're getting intimate. And it's
okay.
It's one of those things that you have to see to believe.
Popcorn romance scene troll to
He's
the
looking
thumbnail is the thumbnail is just a lady holding a thing of corn. What the? Okay, so some dude's lying in bed. There's some woman dancing on a TV with a thing of corn.
Yep.
He looks slightly aroused. She's dancing,
Mm-hmm.
giving him the eyes. He
Yep.
looks away. Exits the trailer, half naked. He's there with a cleavage on show, with a thigh sticking out with a thing of corn. He looks more interested in the corn. Wiping his forehead, thingy his lips. Wait. What the heck? She's dancing naked with corn. She's grasping the corn. Oh my fucking god. Oh, they are kissing with the corn in between, and it's just popping everywhere. What the fuck? Have I never seen this film? Okay, I'm watching it.
Tanushi says Plan 9 from Outer Space, got a Finnish actress in it. I'd go to Square, but it's Plan 9 from Outer Space. Maybe. I will say the version of the film I have, by the way, is a colorized version, so it is not going to be in black and white, which is what most people experience it in, but
Ace,
well,
how do you popcorn by smooching between two people? Please tell me. Clearly, I was not taught this. Is this some secret of adult life I've not been informed of yet? Because these two clearly did it.
I don't know.
Have I been told the wrong birds and the bees conversation? Did my father lie to me?
I'm actually now reminded of now. Oh God, the fact that that's not even the only film that does that from the 90s.
Wait, what?
There's another film that does it from the 90s as well, only that is actually a comedy, or designed to be one. So, there's a film called The Hot Shots, which is a parody of all things, the original Top Gun. Now, there's a sequel called Hot Shots Part 2, which we actually did. I did actually show that during one of the community events. But the original one, like I said, is parodying Top Gun. And there's a romance scene where the main character, which is played by Charlie Sheen, is seducing a woman. And she's apparently so hot that he is able to fry an egg using her hot belly button. And bacon, by the way, too.
Nice. You can fry an egg on that bitch.
Winter's King says, Ace, look up the trailer for Aliens in the Attic. Completely ridiculous.
Oh, I've seen that film.
I'll have to have a look. Tanushi says, little sizzling belly. He's watched the film. He has watched the film, absolutely. Alfarius says, can't wait for them to remake Them and call it They Them. Alright, so anyways, let's go ahead and actually get back to this.
Oh, crap, yeah, we were reading a comic. Fuck, that was another tangent.
Yes, it was. I think we made that connection because we were talking about the Drenjir and then it got to the happening.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, okay. That's my fault.
Yes, from Night Shyamalan. Okay, it's me.
Alright.
We don't have Master Arcot's wisdom to rely on anymore. So we must remember what he has told us. How long will Master Arcot be away? I don't know, but I have to make sure he has somewhere safe to return to.
1, 2, 3. Yes, Master.
Yes, Master. Kirin, you spar with Nima.
Yes, Master.
Vivnia, let's practice your control of the Force. Pendulum of Peace feels like it's swinging towards something dangerous. Not just me, but all must strengthen the temple.
Ah!
I must make sure they are not persuaded into the dark. That's enough. Nima, you did it. Vivnia, don't get distracted. You need to be alert for any disturbances in the Force. But how will I know what is a disturbance? Well, perhaps that's too advanced for her. Why don't we practice strengthening your telekinesis? Yes.
Again, I won't go easy.
For the sake of Banshee, I will make sure we are all prepared. Huh?
Blip.
Blip.
Sa. Master, let's head back to the temple.
Oh, what a pussy, it's only raining.
Shh.
I sense a disturbance in the force. Something dark. Let's survey the perimeter of the settlement. Hello, Mr. Zaret.
Hello.
Did you notice anything unusual last night?
No, I've been busy organizing Mr. Kuba's stockroom, now that he has passed. To die in such a way, so tragic.
Yes. Yes, it was.
The farmers want to honor his memory. Maybe planting something that might be meaningful to him.
Uh-oh. That container. Kirin, let's go back to the temple. Mr. Zaret, we'll talk again soon.
Have a good day.
The Drenjir on Banshee appear to have mutated based on our planet's resources. But they are not native. I've done an autopsy on those who returned to wood by the Drenjir and found unusual spores. Spores? An effective way to disable the victims unseen.
I haven't concluded if it was for consumption or reproductive purposes. The great progenitor's defeat seems to have stopped the progression. Based on the timeline, we think they were introduced into Banshee recently.
Been a lot of traveling lately from the Takla resettling. Could it be Mr. Kuba brought them in that container?
That would fit the timeline. It may also be why he transformed earlier. He was exposed to the spores for a while. He said he received the container from someone before coming here.
Maybe that person was using Mr. Kuba to plant the Drenjir here. And if the Nihil were using the Drenjir on Valo, then it's possible the Nihil are already here in the system.
We should let the Han Talos Temple know what we suspect.
I agree. First, we must get all the facts. We cannot proceed on suspicion or supposition alone. If it is the Nihil, then we must alert Master Arkov. No. If it is the Nihil, then we must alert Starlight Beacon. And we must be ready. Then that might be you.
No one noticed yet. The Jedi were distracted with repairs, but we might need to step it up here. It's too soon. I thought you said the Wookiee left. Yeah, but the others were nosing around today. We need time to consult the Eye. Hurry up! They might be catching on. To be continued in The Edge of Balance 2. Okay.
Ooh.
So that is the end of that, although we do have the bonus chapter here, which is unrelated to that, but we will continue on that as well. But first, let's read some of the comments. Tanushi says, I have repeatedly watched the film, and I have it on VHS. Can't remember if retail recorded. Tanushi says, oh my god, she turned into a space marine. Yes. Winter King says, by the click-clack crackling of thumbs, something wicked this way comes. She didn't take the container from him. Yeah, she didn't. Winter King says, the great progenitor is the big Drenjir hive mind in the other comic series. Also, I was right. Yep. Alright, so, before we continue with the bonus chapter, what's your thoughts on Volume 1?
I actually like it. Like, not as in comparison to the other series, it's okay. No, I mean, I actually do like this.
Yeah,
it's a lot of the Sisters of Battle comic.
Yeah.
It actually did something good. It's pulling off well.
This one's actually decent. I will give it that. This one actually seems to be decent. It's not perfect, but it is decent. Alfaria says, on an unrelated note, did you guys see Sky Oblivion's update today? No, I did not.
Oh, they've got an update. Sweet.
Oh.
Okay, I'm just gonna put that on me tab just while we do this.
Winter's King says, terrorists hiding among refugees, a surprisingly based plotline for Disney. Oh, dear. Alright, so let's go ahead and see about the Bantians. One morning, shortly after settling on Banshee.
Master Lily, does this cave look strange to you? You're right, Fivnia. The dirt seems freshly disturbed, like it was made by something. I saw a similar hole earlier. It looks like there's a clear path in.
Good find, Vivnia.
Edie, was this cave already on your recent forest map? Boop, boop. This map might be related to the recent complaints by the civilians. Didi does a good job on monitoring the forest, but it's better to explore the caves more in depth ourselves.
Do you think there might be something living in the caves?
Possibly. Nothing in Rura's reports describes something like this. Fidget, fidget. Vivnia, are you okay? Yes. Oh, is that new? Did Nima make that headpiece for you? Yes.
I did.
Nima is such a talented artist. She made this just for me. I'm so lucky. Yes, but also, it's not simply that Nima gifted you this wonderful headpiece, but her friendship and compassion for you. You are both lucky. There may be times when you're anxious or unsure, but those feelings help signify a time to trust your training. As a Jedi, you will have to face your fear many times. In those times, you should remember that you are not alone. Yes, Master. Let's keep going. Keep paying attention to your surroundings.
You're good with younglings.
Unlike some Jedi. Master Lily, there's too many of them. What are we going to do? Watching over them can be challenging. Being good with them is not the point.
What is
the point?
Oh.
So, sorry, that speech bubble passes over 3 people there. I'm responsible for you all.
Am I one of the children?
Of course. Beep, beep, boop. What is this?
I don't think you should touch...
Nima, wait! Nima! Ouch, ouch, ouch. Vivnia. What were those? Small wooden sticks or wooden arrows.
Lily, help me! Help me!
Oh fuck, are these forest jawas? Oh my god, it's chicken people.
Alfaria says...
yeah, oh.
Alfaria says, Nathan, when did you become blue? How did I just notice that? Winter's King says, seriously though, this is honestly not bad. How is it they actually made something worthwhile? Through the power of Japanimation, presumably. Manga makes everything better, apparently, so yeah. Anyways, Esther Lily!
Nima, try not to move. I don't know what they are, but they seem angry. Vroom, vroom. Stop it, both of you. A lightsaber must not be used so recklessly.
But Nima!
Just lower your lightsabers. Slowly. If you're driven by fear, you can cause more harm even when trying to protect someone. Nima, are you hurt? Gigi.
I hope not.
I'm sorry for surprising you, but could you let our friend go? Cheep. Cheep. Cheep.
They don't seem to speak basic, Master.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it? He?
Master, what did you do?
I used the Force to help calm the energy around us. Even though we don't speak the same language, we seem to understand we're not predators.
Master Lily, what are they?
Rumor mentioned there were creatures who have been here for centuries. Are these the Bantians? Didi, do you have more information? Boop. Oh, over there. Are those their homes? Those dishes and utensils. Are these the goods that are missing from the settlement? Do you think... Oh, it's you.
Do you think these creatures are the cause of complaints? I wonder where they're from.
You might be wondering the same about us. They were here first.
There's no way of knowing it for sure. There must be a way to communicate with them. Nima?
Can you somehow explain it with your illustrations?
If you think it'll help, I'll try.
Eh.
We live here.
Chee. Chee chee. Cheep. 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 Chee. 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 I see. You live here.
There are also people living over here. Those. Why did you steal those from us?
I only sensed innocence from them. As if they thought we found them, so we took them. I think I get it. Apparently they do not have a concept of ownership. Oh god, the socialists!
Oh no! Get out of there, Jedi, before it's too late! They'll subvert your society!
First the Nihil, then the Drenjir, then the communists. It's communist chickens. I think everything on this planet is for everyone to Oh no, this is cursed.
That might be a problem with the civilians. They won't appreciate if these things go missing, even simple utensils.
How about we set up a space in the community to leave items that are shareable?
If you want to leave something, you can't take it from these places. You can only borrow it from them from here. It seems they're saying they don't need it.
No, it's okay. We can share them.
Master, are you sure the people will agree with this? It might take more than one meeting to develop an exchange system. Oh, that's her. Never mind.
It might take more than one meeting to develop an exchange system. We'll continue our dialogue with them. Our priority is to live together. Peacefully. For now, let's get back to the temple and report our findings. This is only the beginning of our time on Banshee, and there's plenty of forest yet to explore.
The end. Alright, so... that's the end of that. So, yeah, what are your thoughts ultimately on it?
I like it. I actually like it. The art style is something to behold.
I do actually like the art style, yes. To be fair, okay, so Winter's King said, of course the American writer makes communist natives ask them how they feel about sharing their wives. I mean, I'm pretty sure that is something else that the Marx was talking about, the community of women, i.e. sharing wives, so...
I was like, listen, they're not utensils, they're our tensils.
They're not your wife, they're our wife.
Siege
says, yeah, it's decent. I should mention, by the way, I'm pretty sure that this particular short story, let me double check. Yeah, this one is not actually written by the Western writer, so I guess this is just someone from Japan writing it. Okay, yeah, so fair enough.
It is.
Anyways, though, but, Tanushi says, my god, Vegeta, they're so cute! I love DBZ abridged references. Winter's King says, Japan has discovered the Kiwis. Communist bird brains. Winter's King says that's literally what they do, though. You're right. That is true. But yeah, ultimately, though, I will say that overall, the Volume 1 of Edge of Balance is actually pretty decent. I will say this. It is the best thing I've read so far, High Republic related.
Yeah.
And given that... Now, granted, that's not really that much of a high note. Although, to be fair, issue 15 of High Republic was actually kind of decent-ish. And I guess Ire of the Storm is better than most stuff as well. So this, I will say... Yeah, this is definitely the best thing I've read that is High Republic related. Is that what you are saying as well, Nathan?
To be honest, yeah. Like, in terms of High Republic, you know, even on its own, without having the comparison aspect of it, I do like it. But in terms of, like, if you want to add the comparison aspect, it's the best thing they've done.
Mm-hmm. They even make the Drenjir actually seem like a menace. Which, the Drenjir were already established in High Republic and all that, so it's actually impressive that this is what makes the Drenjir actually look menacing.
Yeah. I mean, who would have thought the moment they started using the Japanizing beam, then everything actually gets better?
Yeah. Even with a Western writer, involved, it still ends up better than the actual comics.
Yeah, I'm thinking that, with all the reports that were coming out a few months back about how the comics industry or the manga industry was completely dominating total sales in terms of read literature amongst young people.
Mm-hmm.
I reckon they've seen it and they've tried to bank on it.
That is true.
Let's adapt our story to manga. People might like it. And of course we're going to like it because the people that do manga know their shit and they know what they're doing. But they need to make sure it's one of their own writers, just so the Japanese don't go and be a little bit too based on the Star Wars comics. You've got to rein them in.
Of course, we still have one additional volume. There is volume 2 that has just recently dropped. So we can have a look at that maybe next week. But ultimately, yeah, this so far, I have to wonder. It seems like Disney is putting even more resources into this than the actual High Republic comics. It's putting more resources into the manga than the actual comics, which is another sign. I can't really blame them, honestly, but yeah. I'm not familiar with what else Justina Ireland is involved in, or Shima Sinya. However, I know for a fact that Kevin Scott and the other guy's name, Daniel Jose Older, I know for a fact that they're both involved with multiple projects, so that probably is not having the best of impact on their skills. And let's be honest, their skills aren't really that much to write home about anyways, or at least not in a good way. But yeah, this is definitely things actually seem to be starting to improve between issue 15 of High Republic actually being kind of okay and Eye of the Storm being kind of not as bad as everything else. Things actually seem to be improving.
Exactly. I mean, like I said before, with the whole, space pirates, they keep doing space pirates over and over and over and over and over again, and it's all shit. They do Tree Demons once and it works. Almost like originality is a thing that people like. I mean, I'm not saying that Tree Demons are an original concept, but in the way that they were implemented and the way it's been drawn, the art style lends massive kudos points to it.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually effective. I was more excited for the Tree Demons or the Drenjir than any other High Republic threat that we've seen so far.
Mm-hmm. So, Lions Amon says, hello, Star Wars have mangas? It does now. Winter's King says, honestly, an impressive course correction for them. Yeah. I'm kind of curious to see what Phase 2 has to offer, which will be more High Republic, but it's going to be set further in the past, because I think Disney is trying to distance itself from the current High Republic time period, which should tell you just how well that's going for the most part. But credit where credit is due. This is actually potentially worth reading, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I think we've actually covered all that really needs to be covered. Is there anything more you've got to say, Nathan?
I think somebody touched upon it before. I don't remember who it is. If somebody could just scroll back in the chat and just make sure. But they said that it's actually a lot of bang for your buck as well. Consider all the other comics. How short were they? Like, we're talking
25
50...
pages at most.
Okay, yeah, 25 pages. This was a good 100. And the story that it has the story in those comics were dog shit compared to the ones in it. In fact, there was more story in 25 pages, which was like a quarter of the story, than there was in the full stories of the shitty comics.
Mm-hmm.
Which is just amazing.
Yeah. Yes, it most certainly is. Alright, so I'm going to read some final comments here. Andy Mueller says, well, I remember I saw your channel in a comment of a video and I subbed too many years ago. Nice to see you're successful with your channel. Thank you very much. And welcome to the stream. Tanushi says, there's that other manga following an Imperial officer and a rebel pilot as an adaptation of a book series. Gave a ground zero view of the Death Star strike on Alderaan. Interesting. Alright. Sounds like we might have something else to read once we're done with Edge of Balance Volume 2 then. All right. But yeah, I think that's correct, and I think this is a good time to call it. Been at it for about 2 hours now. But boy, did those 2 hours just fly right by.
Yeah, Christ. I mean, especially when you're having fun and you're actually reading something you want to.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. So, well, I think it's a good time, like I said, to go ahead and call it, and call it we shall. So, this has been Ace.
And this has been Nathan X2000. Thank you again for having me.
Thank you
It's always
again
a
for
pleasure.
being on. Always a pleasure to have you on. And I hope to see everyone else again soon as well. So until then, take care. Ace out.